Good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 28 of our 30 Days of Hope. Hope from the Stevens home. I'm so excited to be with you this evening as we wind down our 30 Days of Hope. Uh, I learned something new today, and so I really want to share that with you. If you're online and you're watching us, go ahead and please comment. Let us know that you're here, that you're watching. Comment in the comments if you're watching us on replay, and let us know that you watched it, and hopefully you find some hope in what we're talking about. Well, I learned something new today, and what I learned, I'm going to talk about in just a moment. But this goes back a few years. So growing up, I remember in school, I remember where we would do all sorts of crafty activities based on the time of year that it was. And for those of you watching, I see several people online in my count, but I just want to let you know I just got this error pop up that says I'm unable to connect to chat, so I can't read your comments live right now. So comments, I think maybe my wife will be on, Carissa, to chat with you. So but going back, when I was a kid, we did all sorts of crafty things when around the time of year during school, and spring was a huge time of year for these big crafts. So Valentine's Day kicked it off. We did Valentine's Day crafts, and we wanted to let people know. And then St. Patrick's Day, we had St. Patrick's Day crafts and activities, and then it would culminate because school was going to end of May, 1st of June. It would culminate into the biggest craft day of all at school, and that was Mother's Day. Uh, Dad's got the short end of the stick, in my opinion, because many times school is already out by the time Father's Day rolled around. But Mother's Day, we made big crafts. We made these amazing hand print pictures or thumbprints or these whatever the crafts were, and we gave them to our moms for Mother's Day, from our school, from our church, Sunday school, these various places. So I remember those times. I don't remember when I first learned about it, but I think I was in middle school or high school when I learned that there was another day for the people you care about in your life besides Valentine's Day, and that was called Sweetest Day. I don't honestly, I don't remember when Sweetest Day is. I think it's in the fall sometime. But you're supposed to buy the person you care about, you're romantically, that they're your sweetest, that you're supposed to buy them a gift and a card. And I saw these cards in the card aisle at the store for Sweetest Day. And over the years, I've just seen number after number of these made up holidays, these made up days that I'm not a fan of. I totally think that they're made up. They're just a ploy from the card company and the candy company and the gift company to buy something and to get that out to the person around you. Now, I love celebrating those close to me, but like celebrating the card company, paying $6 for a card, or I'm like, here's your gift. It's a card. This is a pretty expensive card, or just a candy that's overpriced, and that's all there is. Like, I am not a fan of made up holidays. Well, at least I wasn't until today. Did you know that there are over 1,500 national days of the year? One of my favorites that I don't celebrate by buying cards or gifts or anything, but one of my favorites is May 4th. May the 4th be with you, because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. So May the 4th be with you. So May 4th is Star Wars Day. And there are other days. I like it when people celebrate me. There's National Donut Day, when many places will give you a free donut, or National Ice Cream Cone Day. And I love those places when they celebrate me. Well, today I have a new favorite of those national days, those times that are celebrating. And that is, today is April 28th, and it is National Superhero Day. I had no idea. I don't really pay attention to those things. But today is National Superhero Day, and I only know that because a dear friend of ours brought us a flower and a card for National Superhero Day. So I just want to give a shout out. Thank you very much for the card and for the flower. We so appreciate it. And the note that said, "You are my superhero." And I thought, no way. I love to, and I'm privileged to do what I get to do, and helping other people, and pastoring, and serving in that way, in kids ministry, and just with our families at our church. I love doing those things. But this person is a medical professional. They're my hero. They're my hero. These medical professionals who are on the front lines, that are serving every day in and day out. They're my heroes. Do you know who else my hero is? The truck driver who is delivering goods and services in the midst of all this chaos so that I can still go to the grocery store. Do you know who my hero is? The men and women who are serving in that toilet paper manufacturing facility. I know there are many factories and plants that have been impacted by the coronavirus, and people have gotten sick, and they've had to shut plants down. The people who are still working, who are still going to their jobs day in and day out, restaurant workers, the state police and medical and firemen and women, and our military servicemen and women, those are my superheroes. But in the forefront against COVID are medical professionals. Wow. So they are so awesome. And I have a new favorite day today, National Superhero Day. But what this helped me remember is that you can find a hero wherever you look. We have parents who are heroes right now because they are working or maybe laid off. But they're e-learning with their students. They're trying to maintain their home and maintain their family. Parents are heroes right now. Those moms and dads, thank you to those heroes. There are pastors and spiritual leaders who are caring for the spiritual health and welfare of people across this nation and around the world. They're calling people and checking in on them and doing emotional and spiritual care. Thank you, pastors. You're our hero. There are counselors right now, and I've seen several counseling agencies and programs offer discounted or free services because they recognize the impact that this is having mentally and emotionally on people. And so they are giving their time and their resources, often at a discount or free, in order to help people during this time. Thank you. You're our hero. There's so many people besides those that I mentioned, with the medical professionals and the delivery people, the grocery store workers that are still helping provide food, the restaurant workers that are still helping give people the food, the gas station attendants who are still open, and many of those gas stations that at least that I've been in, they don't have the plexi shields that many other places are going to, and so they're encountering people on a regular basis. Thank you for serving our communities. You're our heroes. Parents, educators who are doing this, who we've maybe done e-learning one day a month or a couple days here and there, but who have now shifted their entire programs. Educators, teachers, counselors, school administrators, thank you. You're our heroes. There are heroes everywhere you look. And in fact, I want to give a shout out to a big group of heroes. Our students, our kids, that they're shifting with this, and while we as adults might have some semblance of control over, we get to still go to work and maybe we still get to do certain things, we still get to go shopping. Our kids are facing this situation and are having to shift their entire life, their entire friendships, and how they stay connected with people, or if they stay connected with people. There are challenges there. There are heroes to our kids. When I think of heroes, My favorite hero, superhero growing up, I had two. You had to have two, at least in the circle that I was in. You had to have one DC superhero at least, and you had to have one Marvel, because these were the competing comics, the competing comic book companies. And my two favorite superheroes growing up were very similar. Is Batman for DC and Iron Man for Marvel. The thing I loved about both of these superheroes is they were normal, everyday humans, except for they're millionaires. But they had no superpowers per se. That they just suited up in this armor that they created. That they had the technology and the money to create. But they suited up in this armor, this costume, and they would go out and be good and do good wherever they went. They were my favorite because I could see myself as one of them. I've been bitten by spiders several times in my life, and I've never gained any superpowers. I've been around, maybe not radioactive waste, but I've been around some pretty smelly stuff, and I was always hoping, well, this is so smelly, this is so disgusting, maybe it'll give me a superpower. Nothing, ever. But I could identify with Batman, and I could identify with Iron Man, or in their normal names. I could identify with Bruce Wayne and Tony Stark because they were just normal, everyday people who just with resources and their intelligence were able to do good and be good. And that's what I wanted to be. Well, I think it still holds true today. We might not have the abilities of a Spider-Man or Spider-Woman. We might not turn into the Incredible Hulk when we go to the dentist and get our x-rays. We might not become those superheroes like Wolverine or Rogue. We might not become a superhero that's alien from another planet like Superman. But we can be like Bruce Wayne and Tony Stark. We can turn our everyday into a hero day. We can be good and do good wherever we go. And we don't even have to put on a special suit. Although it sounds like for the foreseeable future, we might have to wear a mask. But we can put that on, and we can do good and be good in the world around us. So I challenge you on this National Superhero Day. Be a hero. Do good, be good in the community that you're in your family, in your workplace, in your neighborhood, or those people around you that live near you. Do good and be good. Be a hero. You're my hero. Thank you and have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow night.